What happened to the Minecraft 1.20 update? It felt like just yesterday we were all getting super excited about the brand new features coming to Minecraft in this next update, but where is it? This is the question I asked myself a few days ago, and one I hope I can answer for you all in today's video. Now, before we discuss the newly rumored release date and other big features, it's important to give you all an update as to all the new features that will be coming in the 1.20 update, as over the last few weeks, lots of big features and changes have made their way into the latest snapshots. If you don't know, a Minecraft snapshot is basically the Mojang developers putting out a beta test for the latest Minecraft update they're working on. They'll release new snapshots every few weeks or so leading up to the release of the final update, allowing them to get feedback and bug reports from users to make sure that when the update goes live, it's as polished as can be. The really great news is that all of the features that were teased in the Minecraft live event have made their way into the recent snapshots, which means we can expect even more new features, blocks, or even mobs to be added in this next update. But let me give you guys a quick refresher as to what has already been confirmed to be coming in the update. There are 7 new default skins that players can choose from at the loading screen of Minecraft. There are also craftable hanging signs that can be placed in a variety of ways to give players the perfect way to display their in-game text. The new bamboo blocks, which have also already been receiving a ton of texture updates in the latest snapshots. The new craftable chiseled bookshelves, which players can use these bookshelves to store any type of book they want, finally giving bookshelves a practical use. There's been a full rework of the creative inventory. All items have been recategorized in this latest update, allowing players to find what block they're looking for in a jiffy. A brand new /fill biome command that allows players to manually change the biome of any given region in your Minecraft world to any other Minecraft biome. Mob heads can now be placed onto note blocks to create an ambient sound of that mob on command. Depending on which mob head is placed on a note block, a corresponding mob sound will be played when activated. A huge update has been made to the way that nether portals allow mobs to spawn in the nether. Previously, certain mobs could spawn in or around nether portals, but with this new change, Enderman skeletons and Wither skeletons now need a light levels of 9 or lower to spawn in the nether, where previously they needed a light level of 11 or lower, which allowed them to spawn near nether portals. This is going to be hugely impactful for Wither skeleton farms right now, as pretty much every farm relies on nether portals, so it's going to be interesting to see how the Minecraft community responds to this big change. This is probably the one thing you definitely remember from the event, but the new camel mob is going to be introduced into the game. It allows players to mount and ride the camel, similar to that of a horse, but it also has some fancy movement mechanics up its sleeves. For all of you Bedrock players out there, there will be some slight UI changes and improvements. And last but not least, the Sniffler was the mob that came out on top in the Minecraft 2022 mob vote. So although it is confirmed to be coming into the game, it is not confirmed to be coming in the 1.20 update. Considering this update has taken longer than expected, there's a good chance that we could see the Sniffler being ushered into the update at the very last minute. Now, those are all of the guaranteed new features, items, blocks, or commands coming to the update, but there's also been some highly rumored and talked about other features or items that might be coming in this update. Now, before we talk about those items, I just want to remind you all, if you haven't already dropped a like on the video, I would greatly appreciate it, as I spent a ton of time researching to make sure I give you all the most accurate information possible. And of course, subscribe, as I'll be keeping you all updated on everything regarding the Minecraft 1.20 update leading up to the final release date. Now, for the longest time, the archaeology update has been teased, leaked, rumored, whatever you want to call it, but unfortunately, there's no evidence pointing towards the archaeology update being included in this next version. This doesn't mean that it can't happen, just at the moment it's not looking too good. Additionally, another highly anticipated update is that to the birch forest. Now, this was directly teased by Mojang themselves, I believe, in the Minecraft event leading up to the 1.19 update, but sources are saying that there will be no revamps to any biomes in the 1.20 version of the game, ruling out this biome change to be included in the update. And continuing off, there being no updates to any biomes in the 1.20 update, we can assume that means the desert, savanna, and badlands biome will not be affected in any way. all of these biomes in the last few years have been heavily teased by Mojang themselves to be receiving some pretty big updates and even new mobs. But if sources are correct, this would mean none of these biomes would be seeing any new updates. Now that we finally know what's going to be in the update, let's talk about when the update will finally be releasing. Back in October of 2022, Minecraft had their Minecraft Live event, which they hold twice a year in order to discuss all the happenings that have been going on behind the scenes at Mojang that relate to all of the different Minecraft projects. It wasn't until the very end of the broadcast that we finally saw our first few spoilers and teasers of the brand new 1.20 update, but there was a problem. At the end of the spoilers, there was no release date given for when we could expect the update, and Mojang was also very cryptic about giving out any extra information to the audience. This was something that at the time I brushed off, but looking back, it was our first clue that we would have to wait longer than normal for this update. I decided to do a bit of digging and found something really interesting based on the past update releases. I had assumed that since the last few updates had been released about 6 months between each other, that the Minecraft 1.20 update would follow suit and we would receive it sometime in December of 2022. Well, as you all know, that is not the case and it is not what happened, but it did more or less confirm the actual release date of this update. See, if you look at the past updates and when they were released in the last few years, updates have either been released 6 months apart or roughly 12 months apart from each other, never 9 months or 15 months apart. They're always either released in the summertime or in the wintertime, and only once on occasion in the last 6 years has an update been released in the spring. So thinking logically, if the update wasn't released this past winter, it almost guarantees the possibility that this update is going to be released towards the end of spring, around late April or in early May, or most likely that we will see the 1.20 update being released in June or July of this year. If you're wondering why this is the case and why we're having to wait so long for this update, I think I can also help answer that. Being honest, the last few updates haven't gone too smoothly for Minecraft. If you think back to the 1.17 update, the update that was supposed to revolutionize Minecraft forever with the world generation and the lower bedrock levels, it ended up getting split into 2 different caves and cliffs updates, severely hurting the hype and impact of these changes. Similarly, since these updates were split into 2, it didn't feel like there was that much content in either update, besides for the world generation and the new ores, which, let's be honest, after a few weeks, everyone got used to. This leads us to the Minecraft Live event a few months ago, where Agnes strictly stated that Mojang didn't want to overpromise and underdeliver with the Minecraft 1.20 update, which is why we weren't given a release date. We were given very few of the new features that were going to be in the game, and we were given no actual name for this update. Still, to this day, as I'm recording and uploading this video, there has been no confirmed name for this update, but when that is of course released, you all will be the first to know. Mojang is actually doing the right thing by actively learning from their mistakes in the last few updates and changing the way they go about hyping up new releases of Minecraft. As a huge fan of Minecraft updates, it sucks having to wait till the last minute to find out just exactly what is going to be in the latest update, but thanks to leaks, tweets, and snapshot updates, we have a really good idea of just what we can expect to be releasing this summer. Personally, I'm super excited for whatever Mojang has to bring to the table for this update, and honestly, it looks like they're going to be giving us some surprises when this update is finally launched, as they've spent a good chunk of time getting everything prepared and ready to be played by everyone. Make sure you like the video if you learned something, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace!